4 years ago, the president of the world's most dominant mixed martial arts league, the UFC, declared that women would never fight in his competition.
Never.
He was wrong.
The undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Ronda Rousey.
How hard did you have to fight to be the first woman signed to the UFC?
I mean, I had to fight to be unignorable. I had to not just win my fights, but win them in such a fashion that there was no way the people that ran the UFC wouldn't know who I was.
Ronda Rousey is the greatest in the world, and we haven't found a close second yet.
There's something different about women's fights from the men's. It's somehow, I don't know, it just seems a lot more personal in a way. You seem more emotionally invested in everything that happens with the women.
Ronda Rousey had a tough childhood. Born with the umbilical cord wrapped around her neck, she suffered mild brain damage and wasn't able to speak a full sentence until she was 6. 2 years later, she lost her father to suicide. Martial arts was introduced to Ronda by her mother, who was a judo champion. It became an outlet for her emotion.
I mean, experiences like that can break or make a person, and they affect you in such a strong way that it's a fine line between where it affects you negatively or positively. And because of martial arts, I was able to make it into a positive. Everything that I've learned from fighting, I've been able to apply to my life outside of it. And I think the main lesson I get from it is, you know, it taught me to be brave, and it taught me to value myself.
Presenting the 2008 Olympics judo bronze medal winner.
According to business magazine Forbes, Rousey raked in more than $6.5 million US last year, making her the highest paid UFC fighter in the world, male or female.
I think that I'm proof that women's sport can be commercially viable. I mean, I'm not the highest paid athlete because I'm a charity case. It's because I bring in the most money. And it's because of the athletic event itself. I mean, we go in there and we fight, and if it was a guy or a girl, you can't argue the fact that they're amazing fights.
A former Olympic judo medalist, Rousey holds the record for the fastest takedown in UFC history. This bout was over in just 14 seconds.
Here we go! Wow, right down! Look at that!
Oh man, she made a mistake. Ronda wants to make it happen quickly. She gave
There's
up her
the arm.
She gave
It
up her
is
She
all
tapped.
over.
Oh
Just
my God.
like that.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Rousey's undefeated fight record comes down to a judo manoeuvre known as an armbar.
Your back has a lot more range of motion than a person's elbow does. So you can go past 180 degrees and pretty much hug the elbow, and you bend your back farther than the elbow can, and that dislocates the elbow. So you can give up before that happens, but you know, that's what you're threatening to do.
And Kat's in a world of pain right here. Right away, taps. Ronda's in a very bad situation here.
Oh, trying to lock it in.
She's getting her face cranked.
You once said you're willing to die in there. Is that true? You wouldn't tap out first?
No. Once I got caught on a neck crank in my first UFC fight, and it was in that moment that I had to make that decision where, you know, I could possibly, if I didn't tap out, I could hurt my neck, and you know, I could be a quadriplegic. Who knows?
Ronda's face is getting twisted sideways.
Trying to shock the world.
Carmouche has got a good shot here, Mike.
Anybody else, anyone sane would have tapped out. But in that moment, it mattered too much to me.
Rousey trying to shed. She does.
Didn't even cross my mind to give up. I just knew that I was in a bad position and that I was going to find a way. I kept cool in that moment and made all of the right decisions, and I ended up winning the fight.
Watch her leg. Keep very close eye on her left leg, because that's the one that's going to come over the top if she can create some space.
Do you ever get scared?
Scared, yeah. I mean, I'm full of fear, but without any doubt. You know, I'm so afraid of failure that I work harder than any of these girls possibly could. There's a lot of meaning to the word fight. It doesn't just mean, two people trying to hit each other. It can be applied to anything. It could be applied to you fighting to be a respected journalist. It could be applied to a single mother fighting to, have a good environment for her kid to grow up in. Everybody's fighting. And that's why it's a metaphor for life.
Ronda Rousey!